been a while since I talked about the PlayStation 5, and in today's video, I'm going to be discussing my year with the PlayStation 5, just scratching the surface. And so, it's very difficult when you have so many platforms to juggle. You know, I love covering content and making videos. That also cuts into my game time. But I have checked out some PlayStation 5 content, and I want to give you a report about it. As you know, I think the PlayStation 5 has had a very solid year. I know that they have really worked on making AAA content, and it really shows. Like, I didn't know really what to expect. The PlayStation 5 means many different things to people. It could be something that's still not available. It's still fairly difficult to find. I have a lot to say about this year with the PlayStation 5, and I really have enjoyed some of the content I've been playing. I've been really fascinated with how much content there is to check out. First and foremost, I finally got to check out Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy game. What a great game. It's about 18 hours to beat, and I have no idea if I'm going to get to the end, but I really liked the gameplay mechanics. There's a lot to see. It really builds upon the world of Guardians of the Galaxy and does a good job of connecting people who are fans of the movie into the game. And I really liked it. The other thing is there's just kind of a theme with today's games. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't you play this and why didn't you play that? I really was pursuing some deals. As you know, many of these games are either on the streaming service option or the PlayStation Plus Premium, or you can purchase these at a heavy discount. That's one thing about PlayStation 5 is that there's tons of discounted games. The Guardians of the Galaxy game was less than 20 bucks. It's a crazy amount of content for an amazing game. I know it's multi-platform, but it really plays well on the PlayStation 5 and looks great, especially if you have a matching TV that showcases all the capabilities of the PlayStation 5. Next up, it was an imperfect game, but Ghostwire Tokyo, gosh, it was so good. I really enjoyed the unique combat, and there's a lot to search and find. And, you know, another game that, actually I checked it out on trials. And so one of the cool things that I did buy was PlayStation Plus Premium, and it gives you the option to check out games, to give AAA titles a go. And, you know, this is something I'm going to be picking up now that Ghostwire is like, I don't know, it's like less than 30 bucks, maybe 20 bucks if you shop around. And that's what's crazy about some of these physical releases. I mean, you know, I'm not paying $70 for most games, you know, and I had a video about that. But man, at like 30 or 20 bucks, oh my gosh, yeah, Ghostwire is great. And so there are a lot of cool mechanics in it. I like the environment it has, and really enjoyed kind of checking that out. But the trials is a great option for people that want to try a game, and if they like it, what they see, then they can pursue it and play it more. Another game that I really enjoyed was Stray, and I'm a big cat lover and owner of 2 cats. And really like that game. It's not too long either. You know, it's in that, like, I don't know, it's like 7 to 9 hours. But me and my daughter have been playing it. That's the other thing too. Even though I'm not playing my PlayStation 5 daily, I do allow my kids to play on it. And really my daughter's been the one playing quite a bit of it. She's a big sports fan, so she's playing the NBA 2K games. But really, she likes Stray as well. Played it a little bit. Mostly likes the Spider-Man games though. But yeah, Stray was quite enjoyable, and a game that I think was a good fit, and it looked pretty nice on the PlayStation 5 as well. So really enjoyed that one. Finally got around to playing Deathloop. Yeah, it's a gory game and definitely not kid friendly, but was enjoying that as well, and just showing some footage here. But yeah, I really like the premise of that. And another game I got on physical really cheap, sub 20 bucks. And I know it's available online as well through the PlayStation Plus service. And so, yes, there's also imperfect games. There's a lot of games that kind of came out, and I don't think this is just a PlayStation thing, but there was a lot of games that came out and they were just okay. They're like 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10 or even maybe 5 out of 10, and like no way people would purchase them full price. Well, they just quickly got discounted. A good example of that is Dolmen. Dolmen is kind of like a poor man's Souls game, and it's got some semi-clunky mechanics, but I did kind of sink my teeth into it a little bit to check out the gameplay, because I do like those types of games. I'm not too great at them, but I did like what I played so far. I guess the save points are kind of sparse, and the hit detection is kind of a little off. But, you know, for a sub $20 game, Dolmen was enjoyable. You know, again, going back to, I'm talking about a lot of discounted games, because that's really kind of what I was pursuing. Just some games that were on sale. Maybe I know there's a lot of physical collectors out there that pursue that and want to, you know, collect something on physical disc. And, you know, these games are on physical and very cheap, especially now. There's probably tons of sales going on post-Christmas. And so definitely want to share that with you. All right, so this next game, really excited to talk about No Man's Sky. I know No Man's Sky has been out a long time, but they keep updating the game. And it's a game that I wanted to like more, but was frustrated with some of the challenges in the game of like resource management, or the aggressiveness of enemies, or you know, piloting in space and getting knocked out of commission. And just, they did a really good job of continuing to listen to the community and updating it to make it more playable. I think right now, No Man's Sky, if you haven't played it in a long time and you liked it and you wanted to like it more but were frustrated with some things, I do recommend going back, because I think they're finally getting to a point where it's the game where the company has envisioned it, and they're doing such a good job with updates. I think it's 4.08 as of the release of this video. No Man's Sky, to me, is the sweet spot. And this is a game I'm definitely going to play more on break. This is probably my #1 pick for a game. It looks great on the PlayStation 5. I do believe there's even a VR mode. I wasn't big on that. I just enjoy playing the game, and it's definitely one I want to go back and check out more. There's so much content in it. It really kind of sucked me in. So even just capturing footage for this video, just to show some video, I really did enjoy what they've done. And they've done such a good job at adding more content. And there's just, I know a lot of people have praised them for not giving up, because when it came out, it was a mess. And part of the problem was they advertised it as a game that it wasn't. You know, it wasn't really a AAA title, but they were kind of putting it on a pedestal. Now, I think it's I don't know even know if it's a AAA title, but it's really well done, and you can get it at a heavy discount, especially if you buy it digital. I know it's on everything. Enjoy it, play it, if that's your type of game. So, as I mentioned before, I did get PlayStation Plus Premium, as it offers so much more content, trials, additional games. And, you know, that's the big thing, too, is, you know, there's going to be a lot of comparisons to Game Pass. The big difference is PlayStation Plus Premium offers more content, but it's locked to PlayStation hardware. That's a short comparison. Now, I love Game Pass. I just did a video on it, and it really, you know, Microsoft, the Xbox Series X is typically the console I play more on, and one that I stream my media on and all that more. But for the PlayStation 5 with actual content, I found that there was actually more gaming content on the PlayStation 5. It is connected to PlayStation hardware, but gotta say, there's so many games. There's, you know, 700 plus games on the service, and lots of cool things. You know, PlayStation Portable, Super Stardust Portable, like an, you know, extra edition bonus version, and, you know, really want to play that more. Those are the types of games I really like. This arcade style games, pick up and play them for 15 minutes, you know, 30 minutes. That is what I love about PlayStation, as I think they're offering a solid service. You know, I signed up for another year because I thought this has so much content and stuff that I know that my family's going to play. I know my daughter's going to love playing games on this. Really enjoyed what they've done quite a bit. I also checked out War of the Monsters, an old school PlayStation 2 game. They offer a lot of older PlayStation 2 games as well. I don't know how much content they're offering more of that generation, but War of the Monsters is a great game. Went back and played that and was having some fun. Looks good on the screen as well. So as people that don't want to dig out their old consoles, they do offer a service where you can play some PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. Tons of PlayStation 4 games. And another game I checked out, I'm a big Earth Defense Force fan, and there was a 2019 release that I didn't check out, and it was kind of geared, it's Iron Rain, and I know that some people didn't really like it, or maybe like Earth Defense Force 5 better, but to me it just felt like Earth Defense Force. It was nice to go back to a game in the series I haven't checked out, and it was nice. I was able to download it and play it. And one, definitely, if I have any extra time, would love to go back. It's just so hard. There's so many games coming out. There's so many games in the backlog, but it's nice to experience quality games. And I know this is just scratching the surface, because the elephant in the room is, well, what about Horizon? Or what about the new God of War? Well, those are, the Horizon game was ordered it through GameStop, and because of the weather delays, it didn't come. I also ordered the new Sonic, the Uncharted games, and I ordered those, and they didn't come in the mail. And so that's why I haven't talked about those, because I haven't played them, because I ordered them like 2 weeks before Christmas, and because of all the weather delays, they're not here yet. So waiting on those. Definitely want to experience those, and don't worry, I'm definitely going to dig into other classics such as Ratchet and Clank. Another game I ordered, it was only like 30 bucks. And I waited for that game to go on sale. 30 bucks for Ratchet and Clank, the newest one. It's fantastic on the PlayStation 5. So don't worry. I'm going to dive into more of some PlayStation specific content and just appreciate the console as best as I can. It's not going to be a game console that I play every day, but my family loves it. I do have to say, as an owner for the last year, giving kind of a perspective, I'm out of space already on the hard drive. I have an external hard drive for my older content, my PlayStation 4 content. That's almost full. So I'm looking to purchase a internal hard drive. You can get them for I think 100, 130 bucks. And it seems pretty easy to install. So that's something I'm going to do to really open this up so I can have more games on my console and installed, because holy cow, some of the newer games are like 150 gigabyte plus. Like Horizon, I don't know how many gigabytes that is, but that's a huge install. And I noticed that the games kind of vary. Like No Man's Sky doesn't take up hardly any space, but then you go to like a Sony released AAA game like God of War or something, you're looking like 100 gigabytes plus. That's crazy. The other thing I'm looking at getting this next year, because I want to share the content with you, is the PSVR2. Yes, I've talked about it, having my concerns about it not being backwards compatible, but it was my main Christmas gift this year, and something I look forward to sharing my experience with you. As I've really kind of gotten more into VR, dabbled with the Oculus Quest 2, and I did a video, I've done a couple videos on that, and looking forward to doing more content and sharing my experiences with you. So that's it. Have you messed around with the PlayStation 5? How long have you owned one? Do you play it? What do you recommend? What do you think of my picks or my experiences? In the comments below, let me know. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I have lots of different content from Atari to Xbox, a little bit of retro, a little bit of modern gaming, and a whole lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and you take care.